And we have a split start for you folks who have been waiting patiently for these formulas, Group 6 and Group 3. Should be a heck of a field here.
Yeah, it's my favorite group to watch. Car's close to my heart. Wish I was out there. Well,
there's still time.
Yeah, we'll get out there.
Well, we said split start. Maybe we can make it a triple split and we can get you in your own field.
They don't allow bicycles out there.
Well, who are we going to keep an eye on here today?
We're going to keep an eye on the Formula Continentals, which are holding the first 4 positions. I noticed a couple of the Continentals did not take qualifying laps, but I did see him out there, so we're going to watch. And one of them's really fast. It's Greg C. Coffin. He should be coming up through the field. But I'll tell you what, Zach Burke and that Formula 2 Van Diemen, blue and green, he's been the class of the field all weekend.
Hard to miss that car. Zach Burke, one of the younger guys out here on the track.
Yeah, good young gentleman, kind, easy to talk to, eager to learn, doing a great job out there.
Tell me a little bit about the variation in the cars that we're going to see in Groups 3 and Group 6.
The Formula Continentals are these wing cars. That's Zach Burke's car right there. It's a Formula Continental. They use 2-liter Mustangs, or they use a 2-liter Z-Tech motor. Roger in position number 2, driving the Miguel, is a Z-Tech powered car. Roger just just got that car there a couple, 3-4 weeks ago, so he's new to it, but has been very fast. Formula Fords are non-winged 1600 cars, incredibly fast through the corners. We're going to see a good race with those guys because they were in really tight, and I can already see they started that. A little bit further back, we'll see a little Legends car, comes from the circle track world. Bring them over here onto the road course. Cute little car. Well, he probably won't like me saying that, but that's Bjorn Trapp in the Fort Dorf car.
You used the C word.
You know what? I did. Bjorn, I'm sorry, buddy. Bjorn's driving car number 381. Just got his upgrade on his license here, so he's out with the big boys. Fun car to watch. Crowd favorite.
Tell you, Zach Burke really making some hay out here, by the way, and that Van Diemen, the Formula 2 you were talking about.
Yeah, Zach's been having a good week, and he's just been getting quicker and quicker and quicker. The more laps you do, the faster you get.
His best time and second best time here have been separated by just a fraction of a second. Best time coming at 1:24.055. Second best time, 0.182.
Consistency. And ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty fast in one of these cars, let me tell you.
And in case you didn't know, there's an air show going on just down the road. But I would tell you right now, anyone who's gathered at the airfield is probably hearing these cars go and going, I wonder what's going on over there at the Spokane County Raceway.
Yeah, but see, we get the best of both worlds here. We get to see the wing cars on the track, and we get to see the wing things up in the air.
And all of them can certainly fly.
Good race here in the mid-pack there. Just saw George Dorn in the 41 Mazda in this group here. George had a little bit of an off yesterday. Everybody came together, got his car together, and good to see George out there.
Certainly seems like it's going to be a one-man race in the formulas. Zach Burke, his best time coming a good 3 seconds faster than the second best time out there. So right now, it very well could be a battle for second place.
Just out of the shot there, we saw a Formula V. I forgot to mention the Formula Vs are out there. 1200 cc air-cooled bug motors, if you will. They've been race cars for years, since about the late 60s.
So, Zach, I'm sure one of those, I would say up-and-comers. He's already here, though.
Yeah. Zach, you've arrived, sir.
You see one of those classics behind him now. Zach has had his first lap of the field here. Paul Higgins in the proto form, in the red, 137. Almost like looking in a museum, really, when you think about it. If you were to do kind of Darwin's theory, if you will, you would have the evolution of the Formula car.
Yeah, they've evolved considerably. Mine's an older chassis, and it looks antique compared to Zach's car here. Well, look at that nice little pack here. Oh, Greg Coffin, Greg C. Coffin in the 04 Miguel. Pulled it behind 41 there. There's a shot.
Now, who are long-standing drivers here, Todd? Because I know you know a lot of these guys. Who's been at it for quite some time?
George Dorn's been at it for quite some time. The number 41, the Mazda there, right behind him. Greg C. Coffin in the that's a 99 Miguel, beautiful French car. Actually, there's 3 of these chassis out there. Greg's been at it for years, since the 80s. Sure, George has been out there just as long. Local boys here, good friends of mine. Great to see them have a race.
And what's Greg driving here tonight?
Greg's driving a 99 Miguel. Some guys pronounce it Miguel. It's a French car, not very many of them. Actually, kind of ironic here, we have chassis number 1 and chassis number 2 of the Miguels from the early days, so it's good to see those 2 chassis together. A little bit further back, we got 2 early Swifts. Car number 148 is one of them. That is chassis number 2, and Greg C. Coffin actually owns that car. And then Jay Sharp, driving car number 96, is chassis number 2 of the Swifts, and those were former team cars back in 1985, and they've just barely come together the last few months. It's great little history that we're seeing just in our little community of Spokane here.
Looking at the leader, Zach Burke, the runaway leader right now, number 745. The young gentleman, as Todd put it.
Yeah, he's doing a great job out there. Getting by the Formula V there.
And down the straightaway, we're getting a good look at Sherm Johnston.
Sherm's been at this a long time. Neat gentleman. Car's very clean, very nicely maintained. Like I said, if you get it, oh, what do we got here? Look at there. Like that was Mark Keller, number 25. They're leading that little group. I'm sorry, check that. Number 5 is Brad Richards. Mark Keller's in number 66.
Look at that pack going.
Oh, this is a great race. It's going to be a fun one to watch.
Brad Richards, number 25, leading that little pack. And again, we take a look at Sherm Johnston. You know Sherm pretty well.
Yeah, Sherm's been around a while, been in the Formula Car community for forever. Forgive me, Sherm, but forever. Joy to talk to, very personable. Come take a look at his car. It's gorgeous. Every one of these cars is gorgeous. There is an ugly car out there. But us racers, we like to talk about them.
They're not just for show. They put on a good show. Speak of the devil, Zach Burke in a blur.
Yeah, Sherm saw him come, moved over, and there we go.
sure we're going to see a new best time from Zach on this race.
Yeah, he's out there hauling the mail.
That'd be same-day delivery.
Yes. Express delivery.
Maybe in his off time, he's a FedEx delivery man.
Great race with these 3 Formula Fords here.
Take us through a little bit, if you could, Todd, the evolution of the Formula cars that we're seeing. This pack as opposed to what Zach Burke is about to overtake in his.
Well, I keep referring to the first 3 there as Formula Fords. A nice point by Mark there. These are Club Fords. Club Fords and Formula Fords are virtually the same car with, you know, you're able to do a little bit of a different shock or head package between the 2 classes. Lets them upgrade. These cars, you know, these Club Fords that we're seeing are from the 70s. Are Crosley 35s, probably the best Formula Ford, you know, arguably one of the best ever made. And they've been evolving over the years. Zach Burke in 745 in that Formula F2000, that car's evolved considerably over the last, well, 10 years.
And I'm not so sure those cars are going to be too quick to let him go by, only because I'm sure Zach is kind of over, he's enjoying the sport, the gamesmanship of being able to pass these cars.
Yes, and he'll take his time to get past them. Yeah, Zach's going to take his time getting by these guys. Oh, we got a full course yellow going on here.
Full course yellow. We'll have to see what happened.
Nope.
Got the truck coming right up on us. I don't know where he's going.
Well, we're not sure where the incident is. That's our safety crew. All volunteers. You know, we can't do this without those terrific guys in the truck. I say guys in that truck because I know they're all guys, but we got ladies out there working just as hard, if not harder. Look at there. Well, I was saying there, we can't do this without them.
I understand. These aren't just people from Spokane. We have people coming in from Canada to help out.
Oh, yeah. We got people coming from Canada, Portland, Seattle, all the other race car clubs. They come over to help support, do our race. And, you know, we just can't do it without them, and we're very grateful that they come.
Well, there's the mystery car.
Yeah, it'd be in turn 9 there.
A little bit below the horizon there, can't make out a number. I'm sure they're just as happy not to have their number mentioned anyways.
Huh? Getting a little bit of report. It might be Scott Morton in car 148. Can't tell from here. It does look like
looks like he's going to be able to get up on his own power now after he got out.
Yeah, that's that 85 Swift.
That is indeed. Scott Morton able to get back on the track, so he's going to get some racing in.
It's good to see. Scott's a good guy. 10-top guy, borrowing that car to get some time in the Formula car. I told him earlier, it's going to ruin you, Scotty.
How's that?
These cars are just, I mean, they're just cool.
Yeah.
You know, and Scott's, you know, Scott drives a 350Z. It's faster and I'll get out. But when your seat's about an inch off the ground and you see your tires and the wings, just isn't the same.
It's like the first time I ever had halibut was in Alaska. It was all downhill from there.
Yeah. Well, they gave Zach a chance to cool off behind the pace car here.
The only thing that's been able to slow down Zach Burke.
Yeah, put the pace car in front of him. What a beautiful car.
Which one, the pace car or Zach's car? Or both?
Yes.
Like to take either one of those out for a spin.
Well, let's see if we can make that happen, Sam.
Might be a little easier on the pace car than the Van Diemen.
Well, Zach's a little guy. I know I can't fit in this car. I had to modify my chassis to make me fit in it.
Under yellow caution here. Effectively a restart here. What do we have here?
That is that Ford Dorf car, Bjorn Trapp, car number 381 we were talking about. They come from the circle track world, and then they cross over into the road racing world.
How do they hold up?
They do very well. Actually, those things are powered by generally a 1,000cc motorcycle, a sport bike. We use those motors in our sports racers, the D's, the E sports racers. Not necessarily the E, but the D's. You know, tough engine, amazingly fast.
Could you explain to us the difference between a D and an E?
D and E is the CCs and the weight of the vehicles. They're basically, some of them will start as a formula car like what we see out here, like a Continental, and what they'll do is they'll put a full body over it, and they'll change the engine, or they'll start fresh. Some cars are rolling by us here. They'll start fresh with a brand new chassis and put the bike motor in there, and they're blazingly fast.
Yeah, we got some back work that's being happened too.
It'll be interesting to see Coffin.
See what?
See Greg Coffin in 04.
Yeah.
Go past the Formula Fords or the Club Fords.
And we are raring to go after the caution. Zach Burke, the front runner. We could have some interesting jockeying here right after Zach in the 745 car.
Yeah, Greg C. Coffin in the 04 of the Miguel. He's back behind that pack. He didn't get a qualifying time. I heard last night he had a wheel bearing go out, so he wasn't able to get out there this morning. So he's going to make quick work, see if he can get up there with Zach. I don't think Zach's going to wait for him, Sam.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think Zach's just perfectly content to go into annihilation mode, if you will. So what's the future hold for a guy like Zach? Are we going to see him on a bigger stage?
Yeah, well, he's going to do some other racing. I believe his license through SCCA. I don't know if he's preparing for the runoffs. The runoffs this year are down in Laguna Seca. I know there's a couple other guys out there that are preparing to make that run. Oh, we got a car off at 4 here. Number 66 is Mark Keller and his Club Ford. He made it back on the track here safely.
Well, a cloud of dust, but able to get back on safely, which is very, of course, important.
Yeah, his job's cut out for him to get caught back up. There's Mark right there, and
Mark Keller.
Yeah, Mark Keller's been at this for a long, long time.
Wind picking up a little bit, as you can probably tell on our microphones. Getting a little breezy. Let's push some clouds through what was a spotless sky, but still a beautiful day for racing.
Yeah, it'll cause a little bit of a crosswind coming up the track here, but these guys, nah, they probably won't even notice it.
Pushed right through it. Boy, Zach Burke kind of just in no man's land here. I think at this point he's going to try to cut through as much as he can and see if he can start lapping the field once again.
Got a good race here. Got an intermix of the winged cars and the non-winged cars.
Look at that, a parade of cars coming right by us.
Looks like Lawrence Hayes is leading that whole pack there in his Argo. Doug Cannon there in car number 744. Also a Van Diemen. Similar chassis to the lead car.
Well, Zach has been a man on a mission here this afternoon. It's been a mission of one.
He's done a great job. Not a misstep at all.
We know in other sports, there's a thing called the zone where you're in it. You don't realize you're in it until you put up some eye-popping numbers. And I think at the end of the day, Zach is going to look back on this and realize, well, I was pretty dialed in here this afternoon.
Yeah, he's done a great job all weekend. And you know, and you're right, you do get a zone out there, and things start slowing down for you, and it just feels good.
Good pack here.
Good mix of cars there. Looks like George Dorner, car number 41. Local gentleman.
It's a Mazda in black and white.
Yeah, good to see that car out there. We talked about earlier, he had a pretty good off there and got her all fixed up.
I know, Todd, you've been at this quite some time, and Zach is a younger guy. Is it ever too late to join? Is it ever too late to start doing this thing?
No. George in car number 41 would kill me if I told you how old he is, but he's available for the AARP card by a few years. And, you know, Zach in his early 20s, no, get out there, have some fun. You're definitely braver when you're younger, though.
Aren't we all? No matter what, whether it's racing or anything we did in life.
Yeah, you're not afraid to heel.
Well, after a while, us older guys, the back starts hurting, the knees are aching a little bit. We don't recuperate nearly as quickly.
Yeah, we don't squeeze in and out of those cars quite as easy as we used to.
And that's what the Crisco is for.
And the crane when you come in. Got to lift you out.
Folks, be sure to come on out next time you're in town to catch these cars. Great opportunity to see some of the world-class cars that are on display and being driven by world-class drivers.
Looks like we have about 5 minutes to go in this race here, Sam. Nice shot of Lawrence Hayes there in car number 55. That's an Argo. JM17 we've got. Practice that.
So tell me a little bit about the Argo here.
Argo's not. It's a known chassis. There's not as many out there. The Van Diemen is probably the most popular chassis out there. That's what Zach Burke is driving. Argo's a beautiful car. Kind of a mid to late 80s car. Pretty quick in its day. You know, what can I say? They're all just really cool. You can see the differences through the years. You know, Zach's pretty modern with the white track. You look at the Miguels there, they got the white track on there, the Argo doesn't. And just a short era of when they evolved to where they are with Zach's car there.
Boy, it's funny, every time that Zach comes by, it's almost looking like he's holding his thumbs up like for the victory lap here. He's got that kind of crest right behind his helmet.
Yeah, don't give up on it till it's done, though. Seeing guys drive off. Good race brewing there, Sam. Look at that, two Miguels.
Look at that, lots of racing left to be done between these two cars.
Yeah. And Greg C. Coffin came from the very back of the grid to make it up to third place here. He's going to make a race of it with Roger. Roger's running an 04 Miguel with the Z-Tac.
And there's Zach flying right along. Oh, we're fortunate to be wearing the headphones. These babies make some noise.
They do. For such a small cubic inch motor, they do. But there is a decibel limit. You can only go 103 decibels. Oh, what do we got here? Coffin in the 04 car, tucking underneath Roger there, the 716.
That'd be Roger in the 716.
Yeah, there's only 1 or 2 laps left of this one. Oh, here we go. Coffin underneath him. Nope.
Well, he might get a pass. It's going to have to come quick, folks.
Yeah, I believe they'd be on their last lap, so. Oh, he's protecting his line there.
And as the clouds start rolling in, Zach Burke rolling right along from start to finish into Formula 2. But check out this little race going on here. Coffin getting a run for his money here, and watch out.
Yeah. Right. Oh, look at the, here we go. Coffin took the inside, see if he can hang on to it, because he's going to go out.
And there's the checkered flag. Zach Burke in the Formula 2 Van Diemen.
Oh, Coffin got him there in the 04 car.
Still some racing to be done there.
Roger snuck right back up on his gearbox there. Nicely done, gentlemen.
Greg Coffin having some fun in his Miguel. Certainly having some fun here in the formulas in groups 3 and 6.
That's awesome.